What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Blade Dragons podcast. I'm Elliot,
I'm Alex.
and we are here with a huge guest. We have Left Spin Beys, aka Brian, in the interview room today. Say hello, Brian.
How's it going, my dudes?
Beautiful. Glad to hear you. Glad to see you. We have talked. We have not. I don't think we've ever been in a call together, but we have DM'd, commented on each other's content. It's great to finally get face to face here, halfway across the country, but close enough, and get to know you guys a little better. So we're going to jump into this. Obviously, we all know that you were a big Burst Beyblade fan, but when did you first get into Beyblade?
First, I got on the Beyblade back in the plastic generation. So way back, just Seal F was my very first Beyblade I ever got. So plastic gen's where I started. Then I fell off school and stopped playing. Then I came back in the Burst generation where my wife happened to find the Drasil F remake for Burst in stores. She's like, you know what? I'm going to just get it for him for Christmas. So I got it for Christmas. And then next thing you know, this is where I'm at now. So...
Wow, that's a story, because I personally don't think I've ever heard of you mention anything before Burst, and that makes sense that you pretty much just came back after 15 years, and you're like, okay, well, we'll just pick up not even close where we left off, but back to Burst. So that's awesome. Drasil F, he is an OG, people, guys. If you didn't know, you heard it here first. Brian does know what Plastic Gen Beyblade is, even though he's obsessed with Burst.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
So, on that note, do you still own any of your original Plastic Gen Beyblades or any generations before Burst?
I don't. I've been buying here and there some of the Metal Fight Bays. Plastic Gens is too expensive to buy new anymore. So if I ever find my Drasil, I'm getting that and I'm just mounting it in a display box.
Heck yeah.
That's the thing. So.
That sounds about right. I don't blame you. That is definitely something that you need to hold on to if you find, because like you said, you're not spending $25 to $40 on a Beyblade just for that nostalgia factor, especially when you can't even battle with it anymore because it's just got that special place in your memory bank there.
Absolutely.
So I mean, the one thing that personally comes to mind when I think of you is Beyblade, of course. And you've mentioned Drasil as a Beyblade, but do you have a favorite Beyblade? Because you talk a lot about Valkyries. I know, you like Spriggans, but if you had to choose one Beyblade, which one would you pick?
Out of all the generations?
Yes.
Like as Beyblade
one Beyblade to rule them all.
I would have to go with my Savior Perseus, the Godslayer combo.
Can you give us an explanation on what that is?
So Savior Perseus came in the Beyblade Burst set with Prominence Phoenix. So they previously before that they released a Dynamite Perseus as a prize layer. Essentially, it's $100 layer. So with that core in there, the core for the Savior Perseus or Dynamite Perseus is the second heaviest core in the Beyblade Burst series. Period. So adding that on there and kind of mixing in a little bit of all my other favorite bays like Valkyrie. So I got the Legacy disc and then the Sword Driver from Excalibur. So keeping it all in that golden aesthetics and everything like that. It's just a powerhouse and I absolutely loved it. And that bay right there was pretty much the main inspiration when I started writing the script for my live action Beyblade movie.
Sick. How's that going, by the way, since we're on the topic? Is that a little hiatus?
Yeah, there's a little hiatus here. After the move over here, everyone wants to charge you for anything possible, so I don't got free venues. I can't just go to the hey, I'm going to pull out my camera. If you see me driving in and out of my parking lot 100 times to catch a shot, just ignore me. I can't do that much anymore.
I don't blame you. That's a really cool thing that I saw that and it was like, oh damn, this guy's going off. He's climbing trees. He's going walking. That was a sick trailer that you dropped a few months back. Definitely looking forward to probably next spring. I don't know if you're gonna have much nice weather to record outside this year, but definitely looking forward to seeing that when you get back around to it.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure, for sure. One of the biggest things that was sort of, I think it happened after the 23 Beyblade Awards. There was a period of time where a lot of your videos were getting struck and being labeled as made for kids,
Man.
and the infamous dark era of LSB. So it's been a few months, and you obviously haven't quit. So how is that going nowadays?
It's going good. I beat Copa, simple as that. None of my videos get marked anymore. I fought them tooth and nail, screenshotting everything. I put my infamous damn son in there, and they can't touch it now. What's that? So, I beat Copa. They sent me an email eventually it took about 6 months of fighting them. Sent me the email saying your channel is no longer made for kids. So it was victory. It was a big victory. I think I might be the only channel. I'm not completely sure, but I might be the only channel to ever defeat Copa in that essence period. I know Bay Legacy completely quit YouTube because he got hit with the same thing, but he couldn't beat them. So I wish I could have beat them sooner so he could kind of stay in the game. But I defeated Copa. Simple as that. So it's going great. I don't get marked much anymore. Here and there, I might get one mark every now and then, but it's no big deal. I usually defeat it.
Never underestimate
Congratulations,
the
man.
power, for sure. Congrats. Never underestimate the power of damn son.
Famous, famous. I'm working on right, damn son on it.
There
So
you go.
Yes.
That's great. So I guess that makes sense why that's in there because I'm like, this isn't like every video, and people I saw comments were like, Brian just kind of owns this clip now. It's just just in every clip that he makes. So
yeah,
besides like a damn son, do you have any other kind of tips that I know it's some secrets, you're pulling some magic stuff out in the background. Do you have any tiny tips or something you want to reveal if anyone else is struggling with that?
yeah, definitely, definitely. Check your analytics and go to the copyright section. So a lot of the big videos that will get hit for made for kids, and if your channel gets hit for made for kids, a lot of the times it's because you got a lot of people pretty much stealing your content in a way. They either screen record it and repost it on their channel. And because it is your footage and the AI and the algorithm automatically detects that, it links it to your channel. So we got a lot of kids taking your stuff and reposting it or screen recording it, posting it on their channel or remixing it. Remixes don't really affect you, but when they remix it and it's going on to their channel and their channels are made for kids or they're posting stuff made for kids, it kind of comes back and bites you in the rear right there and starts to affect your channel. So you always got to check your analytics right there. Always go to the copyright thing. You got to check that, make sure no one's stealing your stuff. And unfortunately, you got to be a jerk and file in a video removal request. Other than that, if you look in the descriptions of any of my long form videos at the very, very, very bottom, I'm not going to say that on camera.
Yeah.
It's a bit strong. But I got a one little phrase down at the bottom that prevents them from even touching my long form videos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about mixing in just a little bit of profanity. I don't typically swear. I got a sailor's mouth. Like at work, oh man.
Yeah.
South Park.
We're adults here. Yeah, we grew up on South Park.
Exactly. But in video formats, I don't like to swear because I do want families to be able to enjoy the content, and you don't want your content to get marked restricted for 18 and up because it reaps the same consequences as made for kids, if not worse. Because you cut out about 70 to 80% of your audience on YouTube if you have it marked as restricted for 18 and up. So there's a fine ground of profanity you got to use. You obviously can't use certain strong words in the video, but those strong words you can throw down in the description, but way at the bottom of it where you're not really going to see it. And then in the descriptions of all my shorts, I pop in one bad word right in there, and most of the time, all the time, it saves it. If the damn sun doesn't fall through, then that word saves it. So
That's a good hack. So that the damn sun isn't too vulgar, but that's pretty cool that it's just enough that it might be able to save you. So that those are some great tips. I didn't know that other people reposting your content was such a big problem. You found that as one of your big things.
exactly. So your audience. So if your video is connected to another channel, the way the algorithm works, I check the algorithm on a daily. That's how I'm able to grow because the algorithm changes almost daily. And every month it has a major change. So checking the algorithm, the way it works is the algorithm not only takes in what you Google search and what you search on YouTube, but it'll also take into considerations your subscribers. And this is why I never ask my family and my personal friends to subscribe to my channel because they don't always have Beyblade channels that they're subscribed to. I might be the only one. My mom might be subscribed to a cooking channel. So what the YouTube algorithm does is it will take who they're subscribed to as well, and it'll push my video content onto the people that they're subscribed. So Beyblade popping up on a cooking channel, you're not going to get any views and it'll actually hurt your CTR. So when you have your other channels working or other channels that are kind of reposting your stuff on YouTube, it links it to it and they're getting hit for Made for Kids. It could be very detrimental to not only your viewership, but the whole Made for Kids situation.
Very interesting. The one thing I thought of when I was thinking about that was your audience age range in the analytics. Is that a low age for you, or is it pretty average mid adult range for your analytics? If I can ask.
That's about average.
Okay.
Most of my audience is that 18 to like 30 and 35 to 40,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
primarily.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't see a way that it's like super skewed. Like I see my analytics, I'm like, there's no way like 80% of his content's for like minus 13 years olds. I'm like, no way. So that makes sense that you uncovered the veil there on why it was such a big issue for that. But once again, correct, congratulations on
Thank you.
learning and growing, and you're still here. You've grown another 12, 13,000 subscribers since that
Yeah.
whole debacle came. So good work, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you were at 15K at that point, and now you're at over 34, which is just so cool. That
Yeah, I
is,
was actually just barely got 13,000 during that time I was between 10,000 and 13,000 subscribers when I got hit with all that.
so then that is a solid like 20K increase since. That is
It is.
absolutely
It's been great.
fantastic work, man.
Thank you.
Grow too fast, you get hit down.
All right, at
Yeah,
least they'll try. They'll try, and it won't always work.
I'll try. Yep. I'm always prepared. I got legal documents everywhere, just preparing to just shoot them right at them.
There we
So
go. It's
they
on
can try.
retainer. So, speaking of nowadays, you have just announced the Left Spin Bays Battle League, which is really huge, and it's a continuation of the Battle Arena, correct?
Yes.
Are you
So it's
ready
kind
to
of more.
Are you ready to
Go
take
ahead. Sorry.
on doing the Battle League and holding that with 16 competitive Beyblade people, fans, and Baytubers alike?
I am. It took me a while to prepare for it. I put the Battle Arena on hiatus. I've been wanting to do it with Beyblade X, but because how fast Beyblade X goes, I didn't know if I could announce it that fast. So I've been practicing listening to rap and just kind of prepping my vocals for all that, kind of make sure I could get it in. And once I was kind of able to get it in, I decided, why not? Let's give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? No.
There you go. There you go.
That's great. Because I know when I first started Beyblade X videos, I'm like, okay, now I'm in a predicament here. Do I commentate? Because half my commentation's just after like 5 seconds, or do I just let the battle play out? So I understand the struggle there of trying to, especially make it
Yeah.
a tournament series there. It's crazy.
Yep.
Do you have a goal in mind for the Beyblade X Battle League? Because I know I don't recall. I know I've looked at like your website or whatever that you had like 40 plus matchup combos or whatever online. What is your is this the first collaborative Beyblade tournament you've done?
I've done a few subscriber tournaments in the past, going up
Hmm.
against my Win Night combo, allowing people to kind of go up and throw up a combo to go against it. I've done it with the Godslayer, my Savior Perseus combo, but I haven't done anything on this scale where I'm putting subscribers and other people in a bracket system to go up against each other rather than just me. So it's been something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's been on my bucket list and my brainstorming sheet for months, almost a year.
Running this tournament is definitely a feat, especially with who you got in it. By the way, let's like acknowledge that you got some really big names in the community right now to join that. If you guys want to find out who is in it, then go check out the video on Brian's channel. It is really good. It is really good. Have you been to an actual Beyblade tournament?
And I have not. Beyblade, surprisingly, I know there's Beybladers out here. I know there's Bladers out here because the stores are always out of stock. And I know they restock them, but they're just always out of stock. So I know there's people out here, but there's no real community out here. And that's actually the sole purpose of why I wanted to do this battle arena this way and start the Battle League. Because that pretty much right after this and kind of during the middle and around the semifinals, I'm taking station out in Settlers Park here in the Boise Meridian area and just starting the in-person Battle League. I'm going to bring my studio out there in public and just allow people to kind of start joining in and eventually build up a Beyblade community out here as well. And hopefully it could get bigger and big enough that we could take this more professionally and start actually hosting and doing tournaments over here.
That is a fantastic goal.
Yeah, because I know Alex went to a tournament and now he got the he went to the tournament not even thinking. He's like, I'm like, you're flying to Texas and you're not bringing a single Beyblade X Base. Like, nah, I don't really want a Beyblade. But he brought his Metal Fight Bays, and then 2 days or like the day after the tournament, he's like, I need to go to Walmart. I need to get Hasbro Bays, and he bought like 12 Beyblades in the Bucket Stadium and went
Okay,
home. And now
hold
he wants
on.
to start his own
Hold up,
tournament
hold
league.
up, hold up. No, that is not what happened. That is not what
That's
happened.
exactly
No,
it.
it's
I told you I
not.
was still up. It's a matter of time.
Yeah, it definitely was a matter of time. Everyone told me just go to a tournament, it'll change your entire outlook. And I was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna like it. I was completely wrong. So everybody that said go to a tournament, you guys were totally right. But we got to Texas, and the next day we went to the beach and we went to Walmart, and that's when I bought like 8 bays, and then I think I bought no, I bought a couple more uh, the night before the awards, and then I bought one the day of the awards, just because I wanted a Sword Phoenix from Hasbro. But either way, yes, we went down to Texas, and then I got back into it. But this is not my interview. So, do you? So we know that you are a family man. You've got a wonderful family, got 2 awesome kids, and a loving wife. Do you ever Beyblade with your family?
It annoys the living hell out of my wife. I will say that, and she'll watch this, and she will just probably sit there. It does.
Yep.
It does.
Yes.
I hate it because it's so loud. But now my daughter loves to do it. Her favorite Beyblade is Zyphoid Excalibur, and out of
Oh,
Beyblade X, her go-to is Drawn Sword. And surprisingly, she's actually does really good for being 6 years old. She could let it rip, and many times she has been able to legitimately defeat me in Beyblade X. Now with Beyblade Burst with the launchers, I mean, I kind of have to hold back, obviously, but with Beyblade X, I, she does really good. I'm very impressed. But every now and then we will Beyblade together here and there.
That's awesome. Good taste too. Drawn Sword is fantastic.
It is.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. That's awesome because I know when I record videos, I like start recording a video at like 9, 10 p.m. and then I'm like still finishing. I'm like it's like 1 in the morning, and my mom's like, are you like shooting a gun downstairs? Like what? Why do I hear like you banging on the wall? I'm like I'm Beyblading, Mom. I'm sorry. I can't stop getting an overfinish. And it's just the loudest thing in the damn world.
It is. My before I moved here, the studio I had over there, freshly brand new house and everything, put the stadium in there. There was holes, dents, stings, paint scraped on the wall. Yeah, it looked new for about a week. After that, it looked like a war zone. It was
Glad you're a
blood and
contractor,
guts.
carpenter.
And it was an easy fix. So
That's great.
Man, this is what you guys get for being closet
yeah.
bladers. You gotta have like all this space here, center of the room, no walls get touched.
Dude, I recorded a video earlier with the bucket stadium. A damn thing flew out, went head level, and hit the wall next to me. I'm like, what the hell just happened there?
it's
Some-
dangerous. The bucket stadium is dangerous. I got that just for my stadium video, and I was just messing around. I was like, oh, why not try it? I got down low to kind of just check them out. Be like, oh yeah, okay, it functions quite well. One hit the bay. What was it? I think I was doing Cobalt Dragoon and Phoenix Wing.
yeah.
Cobalt Dragoon flew out of that stadium just right past my face. I'm just sitting there like, the hell just happened? Just hear a loud bang behind me as it just hit the wall. I'm like, I'm not using this stadium.
Yeah.
All right, I have a hard enough time keeping it in the regular stadium.
Mm-hmm. It didn't help. I was using the Noozle Extreme winders, so that definitely did help in the bucket stadium there. So I was playing with fire, you can say, but hey, I got some good slow mo footage, and I was like, damn, yeah, no, I'm good now. So
Yep.
It is a risk using the stadium in any capacity. Although
It is a risk.
I do have a video.
The worst stadium though. Throwing them in the Decagon stadium.
You like the Decagon Stadium?
Oh, I love it. Under my studio, so under all this, right under here, Decagon Stadium lies under here.
Really?
So
that's sick. Did you make a desk?
Yes, I built this entire. How do I switch my camera around? All right, so I built this thing out of scratch, primarily for the Decagon Stadium. So it's the size for the Decagon Stadium. Decagon Stadium sits under there with a board right there that puts the regular stadium up on top. The storage space for other stadiums and other bays down there. So yeah, I built this thing. I've had this thing for a while. This is just what I've been using primarily.
Perfect.
I had to build the walls a little bit high because the Decagon Stadium, they fly out. And even then, 8 inches up off the ground, they still fly well over that with a good solid hit.
For sure. What is the material on the floor of the box there?
The black?
That stuff.
Oh, this is just a non-slip pad you can get at Walmart in the kitchen section.
Like a cutting board or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
I just get a big roll of it and just cut it here and there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Smart. Ingenuity. That's where YouTubers and Beybladers meet. How do I solve this one problem with spinny tops or just like a recording setup? Oh, I'll put a tripod on a chair, and then it's like, yeah, it's just hilarious what we come up with to solve our problems.
Oh yeah.
I just stand here and yell at my microphone. That's what I do.
Oh, it's a classic way of making videos.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
So with your Beyblade experience was mainly in Burst. Would you say, or have you watched any other seasons of the anime or generations of the anime?
I've watched a little bit of the Plastic Gen, the original V-Force, and I never really watched the Metal Fight series at all. I've seen bits and clips of it. I tried to get back into it, but after watching the animation from Burst and the animation from X, it's hard for me to get back into that style of animation. But now I've watched almost all of the X series, I think the last episode I watched was when uh, Cayman X went up against Phoenix Wing. I think that's the last episode I
Yeah.
was able to. I just don't really have much time with to actually watch the shows because I changed the way I edit my videos, doing a lot more B-roll. So essentially, I'm editing videos and filming about 30, 40 hours a week on top of 90 hours of day job.
Heck yeah. It's the life. It's the life.
Yes.
It is. It is the work
Understand how
life,
that goes.
for sure. So, out of the seasons and generations you have seen, what would you consider to be your favorite season of all of the anime?
Beyblade burst sparking. That's
Okay.
my all-time favorite. All-time
Is that
favorite.
yeah? Is
That's the
that the
one
one
with
with the with Shoe Red Eye?
no, so that's one with Hyperion and Helios.
Oh,
Shu
okay,
kind of
okay, yeah.
back as Red Eye, but not. He's not really evil this time. So, but no, that generation right there, that series right there, that season, I mean, was one of my biggest inspirations for doing this battle league.
What kind of inspired you because to make your whole YouTube channel? Because you know some people find Beyblade and they're like, I'm gonna just Beyblade. But what made you want to get into the content creation aspect of Beyblade?
I started. I joined a Facebook group a few years back, the Beyblade group, and it's run by probably the one person who, if he did not say anything or did not encourage me, Lesbian Days would not exist. That is Alan Lowe. He runs the Beyblade Landscape channel, and he's also participating in the tournament as well. But he was the one that kind of pushed me on the. I would just post pictures like, "Hey, look what bay I found." Then I filmed the battle videos like 2 minutes long. Then another one, another one. People were enjoying it, and he just kind of encouraged me and pushed me. He's like, I think you'd do really good if you started a YouTube channel. These battles are really cool. You should give it a shot. And then I like, why not? What could hurt? What's the worst outcome? People don't like it. Cool. I'm at the age where I don't care what people think. I do it because I like to do it. This is therapy to me. So
Especially with those 70 to 90 hour work weeks. I can only
oh yeah,
imagine how therapeutic it must be to be just sit down and have some fun with some spinning tops for a couple hours.
absolutely. Just the destruction of them. It's very satisfying to my very violent soul.
Oh man. You've got to be like one of the last people that I would expect to be that violent. I mean, not that you are like in
I'm very
person or anything. So, So you started Beyblade YouTube, and it's something that you've had a lot of fun with, and then Kappa came and they, said, "Oh, this is for kids," and you were very close to giving up as well, and that is what I would say is the dark period of Left Spin Bays as of now. What pushed you to continue making content on YouTube?
And just the simple fact that I just absolutely love it. I mean, the videos is what it's the way I decompress. It's the way I take a long, stressful day and just let any frustrations out. And yeah, just editing videos, posting up, and just seeing people's reactions, just seeing people enjoying something. Not necessarily enjoying that I did it, but just enjoying Beyblade, sharing that experience with other people. There's a lot of people that were just very disappointed that I was thinking on quitting, and it was around that same time I got a lot of people that were sending me comments, sending me messages, posting videos, posting posts, saying, "Hey, I just want to let you know I started my channel because of you. You inspired me to create my own Beyblade channel." And I was like, you know what? Why not? Like, this is enjoyable. I'll just keep making videos and just try to fight this the best I can. And I kept fighting, and now I won. So
The comeback story
Yeah,
of a
that's
lifetime.
heavy mindset there. That I mean, when you're as persevering as and you have the work ethic that you do, it only makes sense that you don't just kind of walk away from something, especially when you had such a good start with your channel. It's kind of hard to just be like, well, I tried, I'm done. So
Yeah. Yeah.
makes sense.
My goal originally when I created my YouTube channel was like, I'm just gonna get to 100,000 subscribers, get my YouTube plaque, and hang on the wall and say, hey, I did something with my life. But I kind of want to push it further than that. So I want to make it big. I want to share the thing that makes me happy, the thing that brings the one hobby that I have that just brings me joy in life. I want to share that with other people. I want other people to experience the same type of joy that I feel, the same type of stress relief. Getting whatever anger you have and frustration you have in life, letting it rip in the stadium and just watching that anger shred another Bay to pieces. After that, you just look back. Yeah, I feel great now.
That is a new way to look at Beyblade for me. I've never thought about it like that.
Well, it's either that or road rage, and my road rage is not healthy. My road rage is not healthy. So I kind of save it for the arena. I save it for the stadium. And I'll take the weakest Beyblade and grab my strongest one and just let it just rip it to shreds. And then I'm very satisfied. All my anger's gone.
I should probably do that with my road rage.
It helps. It's therapy.
Driving in Jersey is the amount of times I've just been on a call and somebody like is going too slow or cuts me off, and I just go from being like a normal human being to just a monster screaming at somebody in front of me who can't hear me. It's yeah, the road rage is real.
I feel you there.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to start doing that when I get home after a stressful
We got a lot of
drive.
California drivers coming up in here now, so.
Oh.
Well, we really appreciate you cutting out a chunk of time for us, Blade Dragons.
Yeah, of course.
It was very nice meeting you. Thank you once again. Alex, any last words?
No, yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you on. We've been talking back and forth for a good while now, so it's nice to sit down and do a proper conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I really appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go subscribe to Left Spin Beys if somehow you haven't already. Make sure you check out the Beyblade X Battle League. That will be coming out very soon, hopefully, and you don't want to miss that because that's a giant collaboration throughout the entire Beyblade community. So go support Brian. He's on top of the game.
October 5th, and just FYI real quick, the time schedule changed. So make sure you check the battles. I'm kind of changing things up a little bit, but it still starts on October 5th. It's going to be the kickoff.
You guys know where to find that. We're going to leave Brian's channel in the description down below, as well as the link to the battle page, the Battle League site, where you guys can stay fully up to date on who's battling when, and of course all the Blader stats and all of that good stuff. So, Brian, once again, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you.